This is a continuation of the last time, which apparently killed itself spontaneously for no reason. So, Edgar, continue.
You there, Link?
Link.
Huh? I'm sorry.
Continue with where you were.
I'm sorry, I didn't see the live part. Basically, Edgar was just making sure of where the address was, probably passing the initial location once or twice, and then turning to notice where it was, and then seeing, dear God, there's people already here. And he just kind of looks blankly at people, like, hello.
Hello. Yuki will raise a hand and wave.
Okay, cool. And last but not least, Marcus, you can come in.
So when I get there, there's no place that Agro Nights is closed?
It does close occasionally.
He gets down, he sees the dude with the flute and the blindness and kind of looks at him for a second. He looks at everybody else and goes, hello. Then he looks at the dude sitting down and goes, so what is it you've got to tell us, mate?
He'll put his flute down. And he looks up, and you can see he's very obviously blind. He has kind of silk linen wraps covering his eyes.
Blink.
It is agreeable to be able to hear the song of the city again.
Morgan's doing that cursory glance around to read people's faces, searching for recognition. Because who the fuck even?
Oh, it helps him up because he knows he's blind.
Oh, thank you.
He'll cling on to Owen as he stands up very shakily.
Thank you. Much obliged. My apologies.
Yeah. Leave it out.
Beg your pardon?
So leave it out. Leave it out. Got to get inside this bloody place before we finish what it is we've got to palaver about, ain't we?
This place is closed.
Well, my strip club's open if you want to go to that.
Edgar probably has a slight distaste when you say strip club on his face.
The figure will bow to no one in particular, because obviously he can't direct himself, and he will say,
Where are my terrible manners? I must apologize 10,000 times to each of you. My name is the Silver-Voiced Nightingale. It is very agreeable to meet you all.
Yuki will bow in return. It is agreeable to see you again, Nightingale.
If anyone wants to roll intelligence mage lore on the Silver-Voiced Nightingale, they can. It'll be difficulty 7, needing 3 successes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'll make that roll, but I don't know if I can make it a diff 7.
You never know.
Intelligence mage lore, you say?
Intelligence mage lore.
Okay. Single success.
What was that, sorry, dear?
Sorry, I was laughing. I had only 4 dice, but I made the roll.
You made the roll? Okay.
1 success.
We are standing awkwardly outside of Agrabah Nights around this this very blind dude, because Agrabah Nights is closed, and thus I cannot have brekkie. This is a bad day for humanity.
There are other places that are opening for breakfast around it.
But Agrabah Nights is free.
Sweet. Sam has met this dude before. I forgot his name.
The silver voice of Nightingale.
Is Nightingale okay for him, or does he demand the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback?
No. Not really. Though I am going to give Morgan his full title in about 20 seconds.
Success on the check, sir.
You succeeded.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got
Oh.
three successes over 7.
Singular.
Oh no, it had a threshold of 3 successes. So
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
no worries. Some of you know him already. So for Morgan, the silver-voiced nightingale, sweetest song under heaven, bodhisattva of bodhisattva of Clearwater, archmage of the Akashiana.
Oh shit.
He was, until recently, the holder of one of the 3 sacred treasures of the Akashiana, until such point as the Monkey King reclaimed his staff. So you have a fairly good guess that this whole "I am a frail blind man" act is very much an act.
Or he has so much correspondence running that it doesn't even matter.
Excuse me for interrupting, but I'm trying to make sure I'm at the right place. Is this the Agrabah Knights?
Yes, unfortunately.
Depends on who's asking.
You know what? Yuki's not even gonna argue with that. She's just gonna get very interested in, oh, hey, is that a ladybug crawling? Oh, yeah, that is.
Everyone turns left and there's Sam.
Well, very nice. Hi, Marty. You fanatics decided to come see us all. You're slumming.
You literally just talked about keeping things out of the street and then scream things. Why would you do this? Why must you hurt
Because
me?
because I can, mate. Because I can.
You know what? You know what? Fuck this shit. I'm going for my double fucking sausage McMuffin. Peace.
Oh my god, who is that?
Meredith would have stopped walking off towards the nearest McDonald's.
Modus,
What?
wait,
What?
maybe?
What the? What? Huh? What?
I think it might be a good idea if we all go someplace for breakfast, because I think the very auspicious person in our midst there may have something to discuss with us.
Alright. Y'all know where my fucking McDonald's is?
Yes.
Just hold his arms up.
Okay, well, we got 1 vote for McDonald's.
Oh, but there's no fries this early. My heart.
If you will allow me to purchase breakfast, if I will offer to do so if we go somewhere a little bit nicer than that swill hole.
You know, free breakfast is always a good bid for me.
Owen's already walking down the road to like the nearest shop that serves food now.
There will be, you know what? We will say a diner exists. It's approximately 150 meters down the road, but it is opening for breakfast.
Is it a Waffle House?
No, that's not even a diner.
That's a regional thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like,
Of course, I think it was. Of course, I think that it was an international thing.
No,
it mostly
grounded.
just exists in the southern U.S.
Primarily.
The only place where a restaurant where the defining feature is that they look like a dump could survive.
Their defining feature is the level of grease on the ceiling, thank you.
Looks like a dump.
The monk will step forward and he'll look at Morgan, or in Morgan's general direction, and he'll bow and he'll say, "Do you mind if I see you?"
Not like the face touching thing?
He'll nod.
She kind of shrugs. Don't poke me under the eye patch.
He will reach out and very gently touch your face with his hands. He'll do it for about 30 seconds until he's done, and he'll say, "You always have to be brave for those around you. It is always good to be the shield for those who require it. There's honor in that."
For what it's worth, she does not seem to have any sort of personal space in this case. It doesn't seem to be even remotely put off that someone is just like touching her fucking face. Though she will kind of quirk her brow and, blink over the comment. Could be worse.
He will turn and he'll. This can be interesting. He'll look at Modus and he will ask the same thing.
What?
May I see you?
You said you want to touch my face?
If you are comfortable.
Shit, didn't even give me time to fucking shave. Go on, man.
He will reach out once again. He's very gentle, and he'll touch your face, and he'll say,
The heavens weep at you not being able to shave, mate. Your 5 o'clock shadows destroying all manner of things.
he'll say he'll stop he'll stop, and when he's done with Modus, he'll crook his head to the side, and he'll say,
I see. You provide people with what they think they need in order to continue to be. It's not necessarily wrong. It is just your path.
Yeah, and my current path is down to McDonald's down the fucking street, so...
I mean, free breakfast if you go to that diner, though. Points.
All right, let me put this into perspective, all right? I know you, and points to Yuki. I don't know any of y'all.
Well, we're in the same boat, mate, because we don't know who the fuck you are either.
Exactly, so I'm going to go to my McDonald's.
His name.
he'll very casual stop as he looks at his head will turn. Question: does anyone here speak Chinese
Nope.
as a language?
No.
Would you believe me if I said yes?
Not really. I've seen your sheet.
Damn it.
He will say something in Chinese.
I speak Chinese.
Yeah, you speak Chinese. So, which do you speak, Cantonese or Mandarin?
Cantonese, of course.
Cool. You'll be able to understand him. As he says, he is the one who is lost amid the smoke, but the one who may hold it in his hand. A true scion of the path that he does not yet know he walks. For the rest of you, he's speaking in Chinese.
A long fucking name.
Yeah, interesting, isn't it?
Shrug.
So we're gonna eat then.
We will do the little Batman scene change.
As Modus
To
is now
the,
sat grumpily in a booth, not with his McDonald's.
Yuki is probably like saying something like it's okay. They have you can get the same thing here, but it'll taste better. But there's more options.
All right, listen. Look, I was gonna go in, double sausage and egg muffin, followed by double sausage egg bagel, classic with 2 motherfucking crispy hash browns. You cannot get better than this shit.
You thought a lot about that, ain't you, mate?
I mean,
A man's gotta eat. A man's gonna motherfucking eat.
That just sounds like food you could get at any diner.
For the sake of making
the MC
sure,
of the D knows how to make a hash brown.
For the sake of the fact that I don't think Tom knows my shit, and Morgan looks kind of cray. In addition to the eye patch, she's wearing a full-size spearhead on a chain around her neck. It's etched with like Celtic knots and whatnot, and seems to have a no-shit wolf pelt wrapped around her waist, because that's fine and normal.
And now I'm sitting here. I'm fucking sitting here with the girl out the fucking Revenant, looking right at me.
Who's the girl out of the rap?
Like I'm half expecting DiCaprio to come in wrestling a fucking bear in any minute.
Sir,
No,
are you?
it's more like she's an American rapper and she decided that's her bling. See,
Pardon me,
okay,
sir.
hang on.
She hilariously looks more offended by the second option.
One moment. The waitress steps up to the table and a pen, and she taps it on the thing. She says, "Okay, hi guys. What can I get you all this morning?" I'm gonna go down the list of you. She looked at Yuki. What can I get for you, miss?
I will have the oatmeal and a side of mixed fruit. And could I also get some ice and soda crackers?
Sure. Next is Edgar.
Edgar is going to have a egg white omelet, fresh squeezed orange juice with a side of turkey bacon if possible, and 3 slices of wheat toast with butter.
Okay. Morgan.
So you know how every fucking diner breakfast there's that one like big ass fat kid option that
Yes.
no single person should eat?
Yes.
She says that whatever the title of that ridiculous fucking slam ass meal is.
You know what?
And then says,
It's going to be called Bob's Diner in honor of someone who may not be here with us right now.
which is ironic because he literally just said
It's
from
going to
the
be called the big.
called
It's
out
going to be called the. It's going to be called the Big Bob's Breakfast Buffet. There we
Oh
go.
Oh my god!
Meanwhile, yeah, she orders that and then proceeds to say, and coffee, though you may just want to leave a pot on the table.
Okay, Marcus, you're
uh, just bring me the check then.
What now?
Just bring me the check then. I'm paying for it all.
Fine. Samira.
Whatever the biggest stack of pancakes that she can get is, she's getting that.
Okay. Modus.
All right. What's the closest thing you got to a double sausage and egg motherfucking muffin? I want that shit. Give me that shit.
Right, I'll see what I can do.
My girl.
When it comes to the monk, because I'm wondering if Marcus remembers this, he just sits there. I'm wondering if Marcus remembers this.
I don't.
Okay. I'm wondering if Sam remembers it, because she also ate with him once.
Hey, with who now?
You once ate with with Nightingale, and he has a specific quirk. But I'm wondering if people remember it or not.
I don't know about a quirk, but if the poor waitress is like staring at him, waiting for him to go without saying anything, Morgan's eventually going to reach over and like touch his shoulder and be like, "Hey, your turn."
He'll turn back and he'll say,
I can't, unfortunately.
Oh.
actually, you succeeded on your lore check, didn't you, about him?
Mm-hmm.
He took a vow he can only eat what is presented to him. He can't ask for it. It's part of his monthly vow.
She will, you know what, fuck it, someone else is paying. She'll get another one of those crazy slams that has a little bit of everything because, if nothing else, the table can pick it apart. And that way he has things to choose from.
He will bow
And if no
very
one else eats it,
deeply
she
in
will
thanks. He will first bow to Morgan, then he will bow to whoever is paying, and then he will bow to the waitress. But yeah, fun fact, this guy cannot order his own food.
Poor Nightingale.
He's a monk. He lives.
Somehow.
To be fair, when you've got enough mind magic, you don't have to feel hungry if you don't want to. And with enough life magic, you don't need food.
Yeah.
Also, he probably sustains himself on the blood of his enemies.
You're not wrong. Oh my god.
It's not
no,
Logan.
no, no.
Wait, it could be
Were you
Logan.
in the scene? Were you in the scene where the fucking Bata yanked off his eye bandages?
No.
When Grog's character yanked off his eye bandages.
Let's save the surprise.
That was something.
Mm-hmm. But he will sit there and you'll see him remove chopsticks from the folds of his robe, and he'll sit there with his chopsticks.
Aww.
And he takes out a little bowl And he leaves it down at the side.
Morgan is now endeared because that's fucking adorable.
He will bow his head and he will say in English, "May the blessings of all those who sit here be ever manifest. The light that each one shines forth be renewed in brilliance. This we ask on this day newly given. Anama Shinkinuski Nakanama Deskinas."
Blink. Are we doing like a scene cut to the food arriving, or?
I was wondering if people seem to want to ask him things, so I was wondering if people wanted to ask him things.
So why are you playing the Pied Piper?
I'd like to play music when I have the time. As it stands, would someone mind telling me the time, please?
Edgar will say the appropriate time without looking.
It is 5:45 in the morning.
He'll say, "As yet, I'm not required to be anywhere for another 8 hours."
Where are you required to be in 8 hours?
The cathedral.
Oh. Well,
I'm sent via the 9 mystical traditions in order to negotiate the release of their hostages.
well, I'm gonna go pick up more popcorn.
I shall hope and pray, above all else, that we shall have clarity, that there will be sense and reason. We shall see.
Yep. Clarity doesn't seem to be a defining trait of that group, but you know, I won't stop you from trying.
It is the task I have been given. We all must do what we are told from time to time, from the highest and the most mighty to the lowliest, the forgotten.
Owen gets up from the booth and he goes and he's over to the counter. He's still facing everybody, but he just doesn't want to sit amongst everyone.
Well, all right. And I imagine sooner or later the waitress will come by and at least bring all their drinks and shit.
Correct. She will walk past the back with a steaming pot of many different coffees and teas, milks and orange juices, etc., and place them down on the table.
Ah, like
Owen's also
drinking
watching
in
the door.
sunlight.
There's a skeptical look like, wow, really? Not even like unpleasant, just like, damn, that just happened.
Does anyone pour the monk anything to drink? Of any description?
She'll probably lean over and be like, do you even drink coffee?
He'll shrug.
Well, I guess you're drinking it now. Fuck it. And yeah, she'll pour up some coffee.
He will thankfully take it, kind of move it. He'll move the cup 3 times around in his hands before he will take a sip. And he will put it down again.
You want like cream or anything?
He'll shrug again. You get the feeling he can't ask for anything that he would want in that way.
So in your ideal cup of coffee, would there be cream and or sugar?
Another shrug.
Oh, god damn it.
Instead of 3 cups of coffee.
Funny thing
But,
about-
Owen looks over at me and goes, "You know what tea I heard was good when I was over in England and Billy Chow would all get to talking about the old country then. He would talk about the oolong and the other kind. What was it? It's real popular in Japan there, in China there. What's it called then?"
Out of character, which kind of tea? Are you talking about chai? Are you talking about green? What are you talking about?
Marcus?
Yeah, he just said just any kind of. Does he get a reaction out of?
He will say green probably.
Huh? Do they have? This is Ireland. They got tea, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just. Hey, have a couple.
He'll shrug again.
No, he asked the waitress for a cuppa.
Oh yeah, she'll bring you a cup of tea.
He takes it and trying to remember what Billy used to put in his, he puts it in there. And then he puts it in front of him.
Thank you. Any act of kindness given through selflessness to aid another is a blessing. I feel many times blessed today. Thank you all for your kindness.
He takes the coffee and drinks it black because that's how you drink coffee.
If I may, Nightingale Sensei,
Yes?
I was wondering if there was any assistance that you required with these negotiations of captives.
Ultimately, they sent me because of all of the representatives who are suitably inclined to conversation. I am also the most adept should they attempt to physically restrain me or take me prisoner. So, I'm not exactly sure. You could do a small service for me. He will take off his prayer beads and he'll kind of hold them out to the table, like for anyone to take, because he can't really see who's directing them. And he'll say, "If someone could hold these until my meeting is finished."
Yeah, Sam will go ahead and grab them and hang on to them.
Sam, you feel the prime energy practically smash you against the seat. Like, oh, Nelly.
Hot damn.
Hot
It's a
potato.
good time.
Hey, Evan, can I make a int plus mage politics roll to know if this is a snub to our favorite Black Dragon that he didn't give them to him?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Sam wouldn't think to roll politics about this.
I spend the willpower point on this?
Yeah, you can.
I got 2.
Sorry, what was that, dear?
I got 2.
Okay. This guy and Sideshow are massively different factions. They believe in different. I mean, he would probably be counted as a Vajrapani. So he it's not necessarily a snub to Sideshow, but it is the fact Sideshow may consider it an insult, but it is not necessarily a directed insult.
Is there a way to tactfully make sure that he doesn't take it as an insult?
Yes, not telling him.
That works.
Like a baller.
As I said, I shall hope that they see wisdom.
Anybody listening can hear Owen. His hand is in his jacket pocket, and he's making a clicking sound inside of his jacket.
What are you doing, Marcus?
He's playing with Pai-Gow tiles because he's nervous.
That's fair.
Fucking hilarious.
May I ask a question?
He'll say, looking at Edgar.
Yes, of course. He wipes his mouth, puts his utensils down.
Oh, I was going to say at this point the food will arrive. It will be
yeah.
placed down in front of you all, kind of, the various different. Holy crap, Morgan, that's a plate.
Good. She will shove the first over in front of the nice blind monk dude because it's the same shit, and we'll take the second one in front of her. And ironically,
Oh, sorry, continue.
for all that it is a veritable mountain of food, she approaches the whole thing very calmly and very casually, as if, you know, whatever, as if this was like any other small meal. It's just that throughout the entirety of the following conversation and whatnot, she will keep casually eating between talking and just does not stop. It's very paced.
You will see the monk, for the record, he will take elements of the food from his plate and place them in his little bowl, and he seems to be most comfortable eating from it. You'll notice that he's clearly vegetarian, so he only eats the things like the egg. He'll eat egg, but he doesn't eat. He doesn't eat straight meat, and he'll eat their pancakes and vegetables and such, and he'll eat those.
And
But
hash browns.
but he purposely avoids eating meat. He will look at Edgar though, and he will say,
Some of you is missing. I'm wondering why.
That is a pertinent question. The most likely explanation is that what is missing would have damaged me, and I wasn't ready for it.
he'll look at Edgar, and you can almost see him hold up his hands, and it almost looks like he's weighing something in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
Before he'll bring his hands together again,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll say,
You are a good man.
I try to be.
I think that people so often forget the fact when in conflict that nobility can exist. They merely see their enemy as their enemy.
Well, to my knowledge, I am no one's enemy, so that is helpful. I'm just out to help my fellow man.
There is honor in that statement.
Do you mind me asking you a question?
Feel free.
Were you born with your blindness? Or was it something that happened?
There was a village in the Sichuan province. It was a beautiful place. Yes, it was next to a river. Unfortunately, the Yama sought to despoil it, sought to take what was beauteous and rend it down to dust. I prevented that. I fought them off. However, in a spiteful blow, one of them used a blade forged from darkest of darkness to rend out my eyes. And so here I am. I've been blind since then.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry you lost your sight.
I lost nothing, but my actions protected those who needed my protection. It was a valid and valued trade.
I can respect that. Would you say the exchange was equivalent, if not greater?
I would argue that the smile of a single child is worth the loss of one's ability to see. For after all, when your eyes are clouded or blinded, you begin to see things in an entirely new light.
I can understand the idea. I too believe in a greater good.
There's honor in that. But I don't regret what I did. I think that I am blessed every day that I draw breath because those children live, those people have a happy life. I accept my fate.
That is good. And then he's going to start eating his food. Like, he looks like he's actually thinking about stuff.
You'll see him. He's cutting a pancake with a chopstick. It's a laborious process, but he's doing it by God.
This is some fucking good hash brown.
Oh, my apologies, Mr. Modus.
And no, you never introduced yourself.
Like, gets a stop eating, looks at him.
I have something for you.
What is it?
He will very casually reach under the table and he will say,
You seemed upset. I wish to do something for you.
he will remove from under the table. Guess what it is? It may or may not be a McDonald's bag.
The moment, almost like a child being given candy, is the kind of grim look on his face, the skeptical kind of blankness that's there, goes from that kind of almost that half big wide smile. Well, holy shit. Sweet fucking Christmas. No, I gotta fucking see this. You kind of like, wait for him to put it down,
Yeah, put it down.
and he will pick it up, look inside.
On a side note, I don't know how one would bind Faust, if it helps.
Very
Yuki
casually.
is suddenly is suddenly very interested in the strawberries on her fruit plate. They are delicious.
Modus, as you open the thing, yes, it is indeed exactly what you wanted.
My man.
It even has the correct condiments.
My fucking man.
But he'll look
No.
at Samira and he'll say,
What did you want to ask me?
My main thing was, other than for assistance, and you've already told me what you require. I'm inclined to think positively, though many contemporaries just. How do you feel about our chances of resolving this without any further violence?
he will put down his bowl, his chopsticks. He'll turn and he'll look at Morgan, and he'll say,
Do you know what it is to love someone?
Oh, I lagged out. Do you know what is?
he turned to Morgan and asked, do you know what it is to love someone? He's answering the question, he's just doing it in a roundabout way.
Okay.
Kind of quirks a brow in reply. Sits back a bit, swigging her coffee. I'd like to think so.
Mr. Taft.
Once again, no, you didn't give him your name.
No, I didn't. He's going to look up and he will almost drop his fork. Like, oh, what? No. Yes?
Do you know what it is to love someone?
With my entire being, yes.
Good answer.
I will never
sorry.
forget my wife, ever.
I hope that she is sped along whatever path she walks now.
She's dead, but she is not forgotten.
I believe that all life returns. It is just a cycle. That is my belief. But, Miss Yuki, do you know what it is to love?
I do. Very much.
He will then turn back to Sam's vague direction and he will say, as long as there is love within the heart of those people, for someone whom they care for, be it an earthly incarnation or the god whom they claim to worship stringently, there is always hope.
Nods and smiles because she's an idealist, guys.
So say,
Skeptical face is skeptical.
If they choose to attempt anything else, then that is their business. I will merely hope that they will see wisdom. That is all I can do.
I hope and pray, Nightingale Sensei, that you can negotiate them without the need for force or bloodshed.
Indeed, I have no wish to end lives. I have no wish for any of this. I merely wish people to walk free who deserve to walk free.
You are negotiating for the release of the hostages from among the Celestial Choir, yes?
Correct?
I see.
As I said, I was deemed to be the individual most suitable due to my inclinations and the fact that should it evolve, I am more than capable of taking care of myself.
I hope for the best possible outcome for you then.
So do I.
You want some backup then?
he'll look kind of towards the vague direction of Owen, and he'll say,
No. I will enter there alone. That is the way it must be.
These blokes fight fair then. You know that, right?
beg your pardon?
These blokes don't fight fair then. You know that, right?
Yes. I know. I'm here in order for one last ditch effort at peace. That is why I'm here.
If
As
that's
the
why
Eastern-
you're here, if that's why you're here, then why don't you go see the Archbishop then and talk some sense into him then, instead of going there wasting your time talking to those old fogies what ain't got the sense God gave in that then?
Because where Bishop de Calvernet has gone, I cannot follow.
Well, maybe we can then.
Maybe.
Where has he gone exactly?
He's gone to their realm.
That's categorically unhelpful.
Oh, my apologies. The Celestial Chorus, their horizon realm.
Out of character, does anyone know its name?
Nope.
I don't think I could roll that many successes. Although if he's heard it, he likely remembers it.
You never heard it.
He'll say, hmm. In, as I've said, we will see. If you wish to be known, if you wish to find the Archbishop de Calvornay, that is something for you to do. Why is it that you search for him?
Pardon me, planned this.
I see.
Wait, Evan, was that enough, or do I need to spend willpower point and not say more?
That was enough. However, he will smile and he will say,
Please elaborate.
Fuck me. Right. Here's the long and the short of it. Can you do that thing where you blank everybody's mind that ain't supposed to hear this then, right? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Look.
For the record, it's totally not like this character is a master, is his arc sphere is mind or anything like that. No, that would be silly.
Okay. Here's the long and the short of it. What we have here is an invading enemy, see? What I want to do is inveigle and obfuscate them with a certain distraction known as Jinn. Then, while they're distracted, nip off to the heavens, get an angel, and go talk to the Archbishop. Get him back, have him lead the folks what ain't lost their fucking minds, so we can get the city back in some sort of order.
Do we really need an angel to talk to him?
You know anybody else gonna inspire faith? Because you lot won't.
Just because my faith is not the same doesn't mean we can't inspire it.
Have you met a Christian then?
These are some bitchin' hash browns.
I would ask you, why not simply go to him and ask for help?
That was kind of the thought.
Why can't we just talk to the angels directly? Like, why are we gonna have a middleman?
Works.
Jeez.
Oh.
You're not feeling mom. You don't need a cutout.
You might want to mute yourself, Marcus.
Oh, let me stop.
I'm not.
He is a good man, Bishop de Calvournay. He loved this city. And I know that he loved a number of you. Deep in his heart.
You know what? Here's a real trick question. How do I get there? Could you get
Like,
me
you
there?
don't have to let me in. Like, I'll let myself in. It's fine. No.
Sorry, what was that, Morgan?
She does a series of questions, which is first off, how do I get there? Or better yet, could you get me there?
We'll stop.
Yes, I could. But I can't go in.
Would you? I'd appreciate it very much.
Why?
She grins. Because if asking doesn't work, he owes me a favor. Well, I think asking it should work pretty well, truth be told.
Very well then. I can take you if you wish to go.
She just kind of shrugs nonchalantly. These people need a figurehead, and he's the best one we got. Kind of glances around the table to see if anyone's, like, making scrunchy faces or some shit at her.
Eating food, eating food, eating food.
Just eating food. Oh, look, there's grapes in here too.
Listening intently intensify. Nice.
Very well.
Mostly because Sam doesn't have the subterfuge to be like, I'm just gonna like, you know, sneak eat this food, but I'm really listening. No, interesting, fucking interesting.
She doesn't even badly pretend to not be listening. She just looking like, damn.
Yeah, kind of.
Like, all right. I zoned in for about the last 30 seconds of that conversation. What the fuck are you on about?
Oh, I'm gonna go to an imaginary place to talk to a Catholic priest, something like that. So my witch ass is gonna walk in there and ask a Catholic priest to come lead his people, or archbishop, to come lead his fucking people, because I'd really like the crusading to stop before it gets to me and mine, among other things.
If you want backup for that, I can help you out too.
You'll have to forgive me. I just got here this week. Crusading? Excuse me?
Oh man, you haven't even had a chance to see the posters, have you?
Uh,
Yeah,
well,
by the way, fucking Inquisitors and Crusades. I'm pretty sure there's like some Inquisition-worthy shit going on in that fucking cathedral right now. The people who are trapped in there.
what cathedral?
That she rattles off the name because Katie can't remember. She has eidetic memory, so neither do you.
St. Patrick's Cathedral.
Most assuredly, there is some Inquisition level shit going on in that cathedral.
God damn it, he swept one floor, Tim.
The nefarious sweeping of the Crusaders!
We know it was all a lie.
Well, shall we then?
He will raise his
if you're-
fingers.
If you're
He
done
will
eating,
snap his fingers. Hi, guys. How's it going?
Uh-oh. Okay.
here's the real question: does the table and breakfast come with us? Because that would be
Yes.
truly magical.
Yes, it does.
At which point Morgan is
Everything.
completely unbothered.
All right, guys. You find yourselves. It feels as if you were falling for. Oh God. Oh God. Hi, Edgar. You know that thing you really hate?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a stamina check, aren't I?
A little bit.
Yeah, see, this is where I go. I don't like this very much, and I'm about to make that stamina check, and I really don't want to, but I will do it anyway.
All right, I went off the ride.
Difficulty 7. You were just
Yeah.
eating.
Well, so difficulty 8 for me then.
No, we'll
I mean-
cap it at difficulty 7.
Okay, but I make checks at difficulty 7 anyway.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Okay.
Who's happy they're not sitting next to that guy? Raise your hand.
I just got a failure, not a botch.
Okay. The first thing you will notice is, we're standing on a literal cloud. The second thing you'll notice is, oh God, that guy looks like he's about to throw up.
Here's a real important question: does anyone have a halo?
No.
Snaps her fingers.
Although Sam has vomit bags after the situation with the Leviathan mission and teleportation, passes Edgar a bag.
He proceeds to use it, and as he proceeds to use it, he is going to remember his lovely training from his managers that told him the things he should do in events such as this, and he is going to activate one of his rotes, and this is going to be a bad idea. I'm saying that right now. He's activating Prime Sight.
Oh, Nelly.
Let's get it.
Oh, if he wasn't going to puke before, now he's blind and puking.
And I
Congrats.
got 2 successes.
The answer is yes to Prime Sight. Yes to what? Yes to everything.
Light! Oh God, my eyes!
He's literally going to start screaming that
Oh my
and
God.
he's going to start rolling around. And mind you, he just had the puke bag. He's gripping it tightly as he is screaming at this point.
Get him his attractive black male other half so he can become Firestorm.
What?
What?
Wait,
Sam-
I have the appropriate gift for this.
You do? Oh my God. I can't believe you. He starts screaming. Morgan looks vaguely distressed by this screaming.
On a side note, it's okay though, Modus. You know what came with you? Your hash browns came with you, motherfucker.
Look, all I'm going to say is, Bonus don't give 2 shits about his hash brown. He just got fucking teleported somewhere. He don't know what the fuck's going on. He's on a fucking cloud.
On a cloud.
He's just standing there like, well, you know what? The fuck is this shit? What's going?
Yeah, I'm letting go of the Prime Sight, and he's just holding his eyes. Ugh.
It's comforting, Edgar. It's okay, buddy. I'm
You
Okay.
Fucking teleportation. My God, is this so? Oh my
You
God.
want some apple juice?
oh my god.
You can smell the acid from the orange juice he was drinking earlier on his breath. He's like, no, I want my fucking whiskey. I want to be in my office, and I want my goddamn paperwork reported to my manager. That's what I want. I'm supposed to be in the field. God damn it. I gotta read this. Ah!
Morgan is going to meanwhile be calmly standing up, testing a step or two on the cloud floor, shrugging,
On the
and
side note,
taking her cup of coffee with her.
It's almost bouncy.
Oh god, yes. She's taking the coffee with her though, so no excessive bouncing.
On a side note, very calmly, you will see the monk walk across the cloud towards it. He will touch very gently. Jason, what is your character's permanent willpower?
6. He does have a mind shield currently, though.
That's fine.
Just letting you know.
When you roll 8 dice for magic, there's a whole bunch of things you don't care about.
Oh, I know. It's just there's that one off chance of it botching, and it's glorious.
Oh my god, could you imagine what would happen, Tim, if you botched an arc sphere?
Give it a try.
Why would you
I
ask
think
us to imagine that, Evan?
I believe
Or
that would,
invite it?
I think that's an immediate paradox backlash because you get at least like 6 points of.
I just say give it a shot because of the off chance.
Hey Edgar, you are completely calm.
Meanwhile, Modus is going
No,
to eventually.
like literally, he's mid-scream, like, I want to go home. I want to be back in my office. I'm on my way.
It's like instant focus. It's like he's filling out his tax return. Like to the point, I'm gonna say his hand starts auto writing.
It's not like filling out your tax return. No, dude, it's like you're filling out your application for your driver's license at the DMV. It's smooth sailing.
Oh man,
That's
like
not smooth.
no, he's like auto writing like right now. Effectively, it's like.
Oh, hi Marcus. They asked Nightingale if he could bring them to the Archbishop.
Fucking Morgan's going to reach out to
Bless
Modus
you, Marcus.
and pat him on the shoulder and lean in and say, "You're a wizard, Harry," and then start striking off because there's got to be a building or something.
Look, you listen, Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant with tits. You fucking listen. Someone's already made that fucking joke, so it ain't even funny anymore. It is 6:21 in the fucking morning. I went to one of the fucking McDonald's. Now I'm sorry, fucking no.
Hey, you got your McDonald's though.
I don't give 2 flying fucks. I want to go home. I want to go fuck my girlfriend. And I want to smoke a big fucking ton of weed.
Well,
That's hella sad to mention of a girlfriend and say shit.
You could probably do one of those things here, and the rest are waiting for you when you get home. In the meantime, you might learn something important that could help keep you from not getting yourself dead in the future by something scarier than the guy you met last night named Gravedigger.
He was fucking pleasant. I liked him.
Speaking suspiciously of dead, kind of glances at Yuki. You sure you should be here?
Not at all, but I am.
She's old manner stupid. She's just gonna walk everywhere. It's
You
gonna be
might-
amazing.
You're fucking.
You might want to sit at the bus stop and wait. I'm just saying.
I wasn't planning on following you at all. If
It's just
Modus wants to stay here, I'll stay here with him and make sure he doesn't get dead.
With all fairness,
If it helps.
bus stop around here looks around.
If it helps, you are all categorically safe here. Nothing here can hurt you, provided you can get through the door.
No, well, I'm fucked. Is there a blatant set of doors somewhere nearby?
No?
Doors? Glances back.
You'll see.
Do I just strike off in a random direction?
There is only one direction. The direction you choose to follow.
Hot. Turns and continues walking.
Too fucking early. 6:23. Too early for this philosophical fucking shit right now.
This is how you know. This is how you know you should not definitely categorically be an Akashic Brotherhood member. Definitely.
I don't know what the fuck you just sent me, but I'm gonna fucking agree with it.
Go on your mind.
Should DeKalb Vornay be unwilling or unable, I will be here should you need to be brought home.
He will sink into the lotus position and will start to meditate.
What? You know what? I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. Turns, starts walking. Just away.
Well, which away? I assume the
Exactly.
opposite of the direction Morgan's going.
The opposite direction, whichever he was facing. Just 180 is like, hands up, I'm done.
Owen thinks it's hilarious. Owen starts to walk up just to see if it works.
It doesn't, in fact. There are still the laws of gravity.
He was just checking.
A for effort.
Okay, lads. We cannot walk upwards. I just checked. Just so you all know.
That's kind of you to check for us, Owen.
I'm a team player, really I am.
Oh man, now I can't walk sideways and literally come at someone sideways. Okay.
It's interesting, Modus. You go in the exact opposite direction, and yet, after about 5 minutes of walking, as the mist swirls around where you stood, you find the group again, walking in the same direction you are.
You know, as you know, he's just kind of walking. He'll back turn. He start rummaging around in his hoodie and pulls out a small little baggie, and obviously a bit of tobacco, bit of Rizzler filter. And he'll just start walking, kind of like grumbling, fucking shit. I mean, I'm walking on a fucking.
Hey again, Mr. Man. I'm glad you changed your mind.
Are the
His
rest
name
of
is
you
Modus,
guys even
man.
walking? Are you guys still back at the booth like, fuck this?
If somebody was like had a hand on his shoulder or something, he would have been walking. But otherwise, he was kind of sitting there auto writing like, "I am Zen."
I mean,
Feel like
Sam
Morgan-
directly said she was going to be backing Morgan up, so yeah, Sam's walking. Fuck it.
So yeah, Modus is walking along, and suddenly he's walking like between the two of them.
So,
Zero warning.
it just kind of appears between them. Like, damn, no, this is fucking crazy. Oh, Modus, you're going fuck crazy. You're just high as fucking shit. You know what? I'll take that. You know, this is why you don't smoke your own fucking supply, you dumbass.
Modus practically walks into the door, into the gate.
It's like, what the fucking piece of shit? I dropped my fucking. It's
Oh,
kinda
hey,
like-
thanks.
Oh, look, doors. Or
I thought Yuki very pointedly stayed behind.
Yuki very pointedly stayed with Modus.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Bitch face happens. It happens so hard.
Yuki just puts her hands up. Gestures
What did we
to
say about
Modus.
staying at the bus stop?
It didn't seem like a good
You
idea
said
to leave
no.
him alone.
You said if he stayed there, you would stay with him. That implied you were staying.
Hold on. Hold the fucking phone. Has anybody got a lighter? I think I lost mine. It's kind of.
Fish just went out of her fucking pocket.
One of the statues on the side of the gate strikes a match on their own leg, reaches down and helps you light your cigarette.
Oh, thanks, brother. Just kind of leans it over, lights it.
Waits for the other shoe to drop.
He then comes to the realization the statue just lit a cigarette.
No, this ain't a fucking cigarette.
The doobie.
That stuff's really unsafe for you, just saying.
I'm
Is he-
walking on a cloud. This is all unsafe.
Oh man, the other Morgan finally kind of snaps her fingers like, man. She was waiting for him to get real excited about that statue.
Oh, I saw that shit. I'm blatantly ignoring it. Why? Because fuck you, Revenant Girl. That's why.
He gets the finger guns.
Still waiting for that fucking bear. It's coming. I know it's coming.
You know? I hope you're right. She's gonna step up to this gate.
Yuki's just 10 giant steps backwards.
Who seeks
Can I make an otherworldly etiquette roll? See what we should do right now.
I don't think that's
I mean,
a-
It's not really applicable at this point. This place was built by humans.
Oh shit! Question. Yeah. Oh, it was built by him. Okay, I need to know out of game because I know. Actually, you know what? No. Does High Umbra lore apply to this?
It might do.
I'm gonna go and roll some High Umbra lore. I'm gonna see what's going on with that.
Hey, Evan.
Mhm.
The universe isn't freaking out because I'm here, right? It's all good, right? Nothing happened, right? It's all good.
It's all good.
Okay, cool.
What did the statue say? Because I got overwhelmed.
Name yourself. Who are you?
Modus, motherfucker.
Morgan kind of looks back at Modus like, "What the fuck? You're not even standing up at the gate."
Yeah.
Oh, he literally comes up there to spite her. She still throws him a bitch face, out of love.
He walked into it. He's right there.
Fair.
My name's Sam. Hello.
Oh, and Kilkenny. Shoving of, well, you know who it is. I don't really need to point out to you, do I?
Fuck it. Edgar's with him too. Edgar Taft. Disbursements. He even takes out a business card without thinking about it.
We're gonna be doing this face. Just for you.
Welcome to the Grand Adium. Do you come with peace in your hearts?
Look, I got about 10 pounds of peace right here.
And Modus is on fire. Take 1 ag damage.
Oh god.
I would scream, but it is late. So instead, you hear screams as he's on fire. Throws the doobie at the gate and runs off.
Someone start
fire.
screaming, "Stop, drop, and roll," please.
Yeah, Sam may or may not tackle him with just things and fucking try to put him out.
Edgar's
can I
going to
read-
say, I'm at peace at this time.
Then be welcome to the Grand Adium.
The gates will swing open.
Hashtag stroll in.
As I put out Modus's flames with the cloud.
Modus, you are no longer on fire.
This nigga's on fire.
You know what?
I too enter
Fuck
with
you.
peace.
Fuck all of y'all.
Oh, okay.
Well, thank you, Sam. I would
Hey, no
respect
problem,
that.
man.
Respect that. Fist bump.
Returns the fist bump.
All right. I respect that.
Morgan will still make the statement before trying to step through.
Yeah, so we each get to ask. Does he ask each of us that same question?
Yes?
No.
Then you are not welcome.
Okay.
Welcome.
No, he'll look at Morgan.
Are you at peace?
She kind of does a moment of self-assessment. Yeah, actually.
Then you're welcome.
The gates will swing up.
Yep. Heads on in. Looking around. Gonna find this motherfucker.
I was going to say, you kind of walk back, you kind of toodle pop up right next to Edgar, who's just so zen right now.
Poochie doodle.
Is.
Poochie doodle.
Look at Sam.
Are you at peace?
If you mean right now, I guess I'm pretty chill.
Then be welcome.
Thank you. Just walks in. We'll see you guys later. And yeah, just gonna go on and then poof, other side.
Wave.
Does anyone else wish to attempt to enter?
Can I attempt to leave?
You know what, Modus? Every time you try to walk away from the gate, somehow you find yourself right back at the gate.
No, Modus will just sit down by the gates. He would reach into his pocket, but that's been singed, so all of his shit's been burnt. Everything's been burnt. He's burnt. He burns down his arms. He's just not feeling good right now. He's not feeling this shit. He's going to be like, all right.
Yuki will pull a book out of her bag and hand it to him. Do you like crosswords?
Oh my god.
Cross.
Yes, crossword puzzles.
A fucking
I find they help-
crossword.
They help pass the time.
Look, I don't. It. You know what?
We could just talk if you prefer.
You know what? Let's do this crossword shit together, all right? How about that?
Okay.
How about fucking that?
She'll scooch over so she can see the book too.
Yeah, Murders will salvage what's left in his pockets, attempt to make whatever he can out of it. Smoke.
At this point, he's not even sure what he's smoking, but by God, he's going to smoke something.
Basically.
All right, kids. You find yourself inside, and as the doors swing closed behind you, you become aware that huge, now I mean almost impossibly vast stained glass windows look down on you from all angles above you. You see the weeping images of Christ. You see the loving images of the beatification of Mary. You see the images of God represented by the dove and the Holy Spirit in the hand of Noah. Huge stained glass windows that must be in themselves miles in diameter, through which light spills in a glorious edifice. You feel as though you should be hearing the songs of Gloria Hosanna echo around you in perfect concordance. However, no, it is entirely silent.
Evan, I would like to commit this place to my memory.
Okay. Many of you have never seen anything as beautiful as this. The images, the artwork is wrought in such a way that it is designed to bring tears to the eyes. Though you will notice that some of the stained glass windows, some of these great edifices, are shattered and broken. As you walk through the pews, the halls of this place, hearing your footsteps echo, you'll see the remaining shards of them on the ground. You see one of the shards contains a perfectly formed Star of David, and the other, the crescent moon. Yet these images have been shattered outwards.
Something is wrong here.
I'm sorry, what?
Something is wrong here.
This
I
could
was
either
zoned
be a
out for-
representation.
I
Oh,
was zoned out for part of that. Is there more than one place where things have shattered outwards?
No, I was just describing that some of the windows were shattered, and the windows that you managed to find the shards of the glass of showed images of the Star of David and the crescent moon.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I'm not sure what exactly kind of place this is, but this could either be a representation of events or someone physically destroyed these.
I mean, whatever the case, apparently you can't come in here without peace in your heart, right? That's the two-finger little salute. And I mean, hey, if anyone that psychotic is here, I've got a spear. Shrug.
But we have to pay attention to the wording. He said, "Are you?" It seemed to him. They were seeming to imply peace with yourself. And-
I stand by that. I've got a spear.
Okay.
You guys will become evidently clear as you hear you hear the sound of something breaking the sound barrier, like You actually hear the sound of whipping.
Going that way.
All right. You will find yourself in a beautiful, almost a garden, you would say, with pillars on surrounding a colonnade. So essentially a square set of pillars that in the center of which there's a beautiful garden. At the center of this garden, you will see an image of the beatification of Mary, her loving arms outstretched, her face wrought in marble, so perfect you would swear her eyes could open at any moment. And kneeling in front of the image, his back torn open and entirely bloodied, you will see the Bishop de Calvoinet.
How fortuitous. I keep walking.
But you did ask to be brought where he was.
I did?
You will see his back has been split open by dozens upon dozens of lashings that he has given to himself, blood freely flowing down his back as you hear him pray in Latin.
Evan, can I use a time effect to kind of view the last? I don't know how far back I can view, but the past of what this man was doing and what was around him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The way I'm kind of looking at it right now is he's going to try to look the man in the eye, or try to look at him, get his attention, and say, "Hey, Padre, what happened?" And let me just roll that real quick, fast, and hurry. And do I take the penalty for fast casting on this one?
You do, however, there is no paradox or anything like that, as this is a Horizon realm.
Okay, so this should be difficulty 6, since this would be a time 2 effect, I think.
Yep, it would be 3 plus 2, which would be 5 plus 1 for fast casting, which is 6.
Okay, making sure I'm getting that right. I get a failure.
You can continue to cast if you'd like.
I will attempt to, but only one additional time.
Okay.
So it diffs 7 because of +1 for continued action, I believe.
Well, no, what happens is you stop and then you start again.
Oh, okay. My apologies. I get 2 successes on the following attempt.
All right. That is enough to kick off the effect. He has been here for as long as you can see. His back continuously healing from the wounds he inflicts, but he still inflicts more.
Yep. And while he is moving around in front of him, Morgan is doing much the same, and will just crouch down in front of him, in a squat, arms kind of draped on her knees, bending down to try to get a look at him.
Sam will stand kind of slightly behind her. If anyone has seen South Park, they do in fact look like a Christian rock album cover. With Morgan kneeling down in front, Edgar staring you in the eyes, and then kind of like Sam standing off in the distance.
I approve.
Padre, what happened? Why are you doing this?
Oh, we already know that part.
He will stop, and the whip will clatter to the ground like blood and skin being dislodged and speckling the white marble upon which he was sitting. As he stands up, and he will say, "Why is it that you are here, children?"
She'll plop back up to her feet. Because you're needed.
I very much doubt that.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to get stricken down by some angry deity for saying it, but don't you have a flock?
Indeed, Miss Morgan, and I failed my flock.
You failed them more by leaving. That, however, can be remedied. Your people need someone to look up to.
He looks at you with a look of abject sadness.
Oh, you don't have to believe it. They do.
I could not even protect you, those of you who needed my protection from what whispered in the darkness. And now they've already blighted and stained their souls such.
Your protectively swooped arms aren't much use when people push them off and walk away.
Wait a minute. Morgan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you telling me this man quit his job?
She turns and just fucking looks at him with the "Are you fucking serious right now" face.
No,
And he's stone cold serious.
What did Sam start to say?
no, she just nods. She doesn't say a lot.
You know what? Let me try this, and then I will give you the loadout. But just give me like 5 minutes, just like 5.
Edgar will back away and he will open up his briefcase.
Oh God!
Oh shit!
She will turn back to the good father. Can you
Still,
hold yourself responsible for people who willfully stray?
when it was that the time came for justice, when it was that I needed to end the issue, when it was the festering corruption became clear, they stood to defend the abomination.
We stood to defend you, you knucklehead. We literally watched an archangel try to destroy that thing. And you know what happened? Some angel of death motherfucker showed up and blocked that thing so hard it shattered the imaginary place we were in.
Yeah.
I was not standing there in her defense. I was standing there in yours.
You weren't. Another was.
Well, there's such a thing as a lost cause, Father. You can't hold yourself responsible for someone else's decisions, especially if you have made every acceptable attempt. Free will is a thing.
More than you know, child. More than you know.
Do you know what's going on down there right now?
I don't.
Well, the choristers announced that they were leaving the 9 traditions and becoming, what was it? Kind of glances over at Sam.
Tim can't actually pronounce it, but she'll say the name.
What is it? The Canticles
The Canticles.
of Lamentation?
Canticles of Lamentations, I want to say.
Yeah, the Canticles of Lamentation. They took hostage all the people that they were previously just kind of casually killing. They're currently holed up in your cathedral, using it as a home base. And from what I understand, there have actually had to be flat-out rescue missions to pull children out of their hands. Have you not seen the shattered glass even up here?
Yes.
All those people that we're pulling out, all those people who have stayed behind and been recognized by the traditions to still be choristers, need a figurehead.
Let me ask you a question, Miss Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why it was that all of a sudden these reactions were taken as extremely as they were hither to this point? The chorus has existed for 1,000 years in this form that it is, in the form that it currently wears, absent of these marks, these wounds of division. Do you know why these wounds of division were suddenly opened and made bloody?
I'm going to assume it has something to do with you not heinously murdering every infernalist in the city.
No.
Oh, well.
Nothing to do with that.
Assumption wrong.
About 6 months ago, they had what they are referring to as the revelation. I wasn't there physically for this, you understand. However, it is said that the Archangel Raphael appeared with word from the Almighty saying that we had grown weak and that we had, through our sinfulness, our loss of vision, in the acceptance of his true word in the form of his Son, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit, had profaned ourselves. And so it was that we were to become pure again. Many of my brothers and sisters believed that when the angel appeared before the Curia.
Sounds
I
like that
don't
angel's a
know.
dick.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Miss Morgan.
I think the important thing is they could have just gotten up and walked the fuck out without murdering everyone else in the room. But they didn't. They could have purified themselves by pulling themselves away from the things that they thought were impure. But that's not the route they took, is it?
Hey, Edgar.
Hi.
I'll give you the weak spot in his argument.
Okay.
I
Okay.
actually have to give it to you properly.
Yeah. When I get a chance, guys, there are more than a few things Sam wanted to say. I just didn't want to talk over.
I
Morgan?
mean, by all means, go ahead and say something because quite literally, to do what he's doing, he is furiously filling out paperwork right now.
Yeah, feel free to butt in.
Yeah, so let me know when I can go ahead, because I know that Link's doing a thing. I'm assuming it's okay for me to fill in that area.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, by all means.
Okay. So, yeah, Sam is going to say, Your Grace, so my Atman recently delivered me to, I suppose, a new level of understanding and come to realize something. It's that fate, to know it, it's not a thing in the sense that choices that we make aren't preordained, and even prophecies can be changed. The Dharma, the path that you walk, is one that is filled with choices, branching paths rather than a strict road. Since I've seen you go, you think that you're unfit for the city, and you think that you failed in the reasoning that we failed, but as someone that's been here for maybe not as long as some others, but been here for a bit myself, I've seen really the city be pushed to the brink. The idea of open conflict is on the table now, and you know me, Your Grace, I don't want to hurt anybody, but if it means the wheel isn't clogged up with hate, suffering, and this misguided zeal, then I'll do my part. As for the incident that caused all this, do you have time to hear a confession?
There's a brow quirk.
Should I take that as a yes, Evan?
He'll walk forward, and as he does so, you'll see his robe, his cassock will form over his shirt, over his naked upper body, including his little priest collar. And he will say he'll sit down on a bed. He'll sit down on a stone bench, and he'll pat the other side for Sam to sit next to him.
Yep, she'll down. I don't know if you heard me. She will sit down once invited.
Iname Pate, et Fili, et Spiritus Sancti, Legionis Supenis. You're now supposed to say, "Forgive me, Father Christ," and etc. How long it's been since your last confession, etc.
Okay. Yeah, she'll say, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned," and it's been. She will list pretty much her exact age in years.
Excellent.
Confession.
What are your sins, my child?
My sin, the one that I wish to confess here, is that of hesitation and doubt. The situation that forced you to the city, it admittedly is one that's been struggling with since I've heard about it. And it seems that many have tried the most direct approaches to solving it have been including ones that others would find ethically reprehensible in order to make this right. But the one thing that I can't get over with all this is I know that it's not a belief for you, Your Grace, but for me it's very dear. I haven't even seen her come. That we take ultimately leave a mark on all. And I very much hesitate to make those decisions when I haven't seen the weight of them on her. So if you're saddened by those that would defend Yuki, even though it was out of a sense of pragmatism, not wanting to get attacked by an archangel, it seems that the situation as a whole has become hopelessly complex to the point where there may not be a correct answer to it. She'll shrug. Well, that's me.
He'll reach up and he will make the sign of the cross on your forehead, and he will say, "I forgive you for your sins, my child." And you almost get the vaguest hint of a smile touching the corners of his lips, and he'll say, "You know that I was very proud of every one of you. I felt a sense that you were all worthy. Very few mages, awakened beings, whatever words you want to say, use for them, are actually worthy of the power they wield. Some of them use it for such solipsistic reasons, thinking they are the only true light or the only true power in the universe. Many, so many, are faulted in so many ways. But many of you genuinely were. I felt something special. I think that he'll look at Morgan and he'll say, "Pride is a terrible sin. It is the sin of all of us awakened beings. We all fall to it.
It always grips us because we think that we are so much more than human. We're not. It is the imperfect nature of us, our flawed inner core, that makes us human. I thought that, honestly, I had failed you all, and that ripped me apart. I felt as if in my long life, that if I couldn't protect these children, then I wasn't worthy of standing among them, because it was my duty. My duty to make sure the darkness didn't touch them. And by God in heaven, there is a darkness. I have seen it. I have spent most of my life fighting it. And I am so tired. He will look at Sam. He will say, what Miss Yuki has done is monstrous beyond words, Samira Khatri. She may have done it for a noble purpose, but is there not the saying, the path to hell is paved in good intentions?
Saying
Morgan's
that's you.
pitching there. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, my bad. She'll say, I can't deny that that is a very common saying, Your Grace.
Yeah, Morgan's got a hell of the he ain't wrong look on her face.
This demon has latched on to people. It has started to suckle deeply from them. And now an unborn life, its soul hangs in the balance because of stupid words uttered by a stupid girl who should have known better. He seems to still himself for a moment as he will open his eyes and he will say, you are right, Morgan. This is selfishness. This is idle pity that I am not and should not allow myself. There are those who require my aid. There are those who require my voice and my strength. I love my children. I considered you all my children, and I will not let you face the soulless and the mad by yourselves. For if I did that, I would truly have turned my back on my flock.
So you're coming home?
Yes, I will return to Dublin. He will stand up, and he will look down at Sam, and he will say, however, if I return, do you know what that means, Miss Khatri?
I honestly don't.
It means that I will purge this demonic filth in all of its forms from the city, with God as my witness.
Can I make a case? A really weird case, but a case all the same.
He will raise an eyebrow.
Well, like you said, soul hangs in the balance. But until the day of, it's not damned yet. Still an innocent life.
You're not wrong. The child should have the chance to take breath in the world, its soul intact.
Should. Working on it.
Very well then. I will return to the city within a few days. I have things here to straighten out before I can leave. May the Lord have mercy on my soul. May the Lord forgive me for what I must do. You'll see him kiss his rosary. And as he puts it round your neck,
boys and girls, you'll be sitting, all of you, right back in the same restaurant.
So I'm looking at about 8 across. It's what?
Very calmly over your shoulder, the little Asian man who wasn't there a few moments ago will say, "It's Aardvark."
My man.
Hey, thanks.
We suddenly all just sitting back at the booth like we never moved.
You're suddenly all just sitting back in the booth as if you did. And for Edgar, who has that effect of no time has passed.
Okay, I have a very important question to ask then. Did my paperwork not just happen?
Yes.
He literally fucking flips his shit.
Like throws
gets
his
up,
briefcase.
Gets up, picks up his briefcase, Yosemite Sam, takes out his wallet, drops like $100 on the fucking table. It's like, gotta fucking hate these people. New stuff. I'm going home.
I don't understand why he's so angry.
Morgan shrugs.
He does not have the strength to do this, but he is so frustrated. He gives no fucks about the doorbell and tears open the door. He may not be all that strong, but he's as
hard as a little old man can tear open a door angrily.
Yes. You see him stomping down the road. And he just looks in where he sees all of you, and he just looks at all of you, and just turns around, stomps more, and starts trying to wave down a cab.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm sorry.
I'm not even a little sorry. That was pretty funny.
Question. Evan, do I still have 3rd-degree burns or not?
No, they're gone.
Good. Because I was about to start panicking again. Still. So Modus kind of, as he walks off. All right. 4 down. No. 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 You know what? Fuck this shit.
But he will very calmly say, King's Cross Station.
You know what? No. Walks out.
And with that, boys and girls, we will end our scene. Morgan wants shenanigans. By fuck, she got shenanigans.
I got one thing to do, Evan. Wait!
What? Okay, I haven't pressed the button.
I'm gonna do some crazy ass shit.
Okay.
Sam's gonna look at Yuki. Hey, Yuki, can you look over here, please?
Yeah, what is it, Sam?
Evan, I'm checking her karma.
Oh, boy.
Oh dear.
Sips coffee, all Kermit the Frog. That's none of my business style.
It's all Sam's business right now. Doing this shit.
Go beat those boats.
You're gonna spend willpower. I'm sorry to derail this, guys. I just wanted to make sure it was done in a scene. So that way there was record of this shit. I'm spending a damn willpower. Because this is arguably one of the most important roles in the arc. 2 successes, like
Her karma is worse than that of the damned.
Woo! Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Yuki.
You're welcome.
Using the bathroom real quick. Be right back.
Oh, no.
Morgan shuffles out of the booth so she can get out.
Yep.
Gotta have that awkward scooch moment.
Yep. Excuse me, Morgan. Sorry.
Yeah.
I choose to point out the monk is going to go with Morgan because he likes Morgan.
Yep. Just saying,
Out
guys.
of the way.
Everyone, add 1 to your shot counter. Sam's crying in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. How many times has she cried now?
11.
Bitches.
Right, so you have like what? Kind of pulls out her phone, glances at it, double takes. Like 8 hours. Head tilt. Yep, that seems fine. Fuck it.
I'll casually shrug. We could go to a lovely seafood restaurant I know in Nagoma, Japan.
Is it that one with the gardens and the...
Yes.
Oh, fuck yes. We're going there.
And teleport.
Oh, Jesus. Poor Yugi is left sitting in a booth.
It's just
We end our scene. Thank you for playing, watching. This is what happens when it's like, Evan, I'm going to run random shenanigans at 5 o'clock in the morning.